you can customize cars in Brookhaven, making them really beautiful. But today, I want to customize the cars with a nuclear plant theme. I'm going to make several modifications to my car to make it really beautiful. And for that, this friend of mine is going to help me. He said, I want to see who makes the best car. Okay, let's go! I'm going to try to modify my car, making it the best way possible. And you also have to modify your car with several different themes. And the first theme will be chosen by you. He said, wasn't it going to be the nuclear plant car? Yes, it'll be a nuclear plant car. But I'm also going to test other types of cars, and also other types of modifications to later test the nuclear plant too. So you have to choose that now. He said, the theme will be water. Okay, that's a very different theme. So he has to follow me now. So much so that he's going back to his car, and he has to literally follow me now. Because I'm arriving here in the front, and there's a police officer back here. I hope he doesn't come after us. But he also got here, and really the police officer is coming after me. Look, let's make a protest so he doesn't arrest us. I know he wants to arrest us, but he can't do that because we have to test the different car themes. So this time he has to leave us alone. But he got here, and he said, don't speed up. Wait, he just came here to say that, and he's already going back to his car. Guys, this police officer is a good one. Literally, he just came to say that and left. He's the best police officer ever. But now we're arriving here in the front because we have very important things to do. So I'm going to stay exactly on this dirt path, and I'll have to divide the map in two. You're going to stay on this side, and I'm going to stay on this side. So now I'm placing these walls here to divide, and he can't see what's happening. He can't see what's happening on my side, and I also can't see what's happening on his side. And he's going to start modifying his car. But he chose a very weird theme, so I'll have to make a water decoration on my car. Okay, I'm placing my car more to the side, and first of all, I'm going to have to change some very specific things, like the color of the car, the color of the light, and also the tire. I'm going to start by choosing the blue color up here. Okay, now I'm going to make the tire blue, exactly this one. And it's really beautiful. So much so that now my car is decorated with water, but it's not complete. There are more things I can do to improve my Brookhaven car. And for that, on the right, I'm going to grab this water and put it on top of the car. But it has to look good. Okay, now this is a little better. So much so that I'm coming back here to also put water behind the car. But that didn't look good. So since it didn't look good, I removed it. I'm going to grab this little water bottle and I put it in front of the car. And guys, this is starting to get really interesting and also really different. I'm literally making a water decorated car. Okay, this really is a water car because you can come here and literally grab a water bottle. Seriously, this is amazing. And I have the best car of all. But I want to see if he's finished it. Actually, I don't know if he's finished, but he finally showed up here and it looks like he really finished it. So I'm going to remove all the walls and then let's see how it turned out. He said, let's take the car to the front, okay? And he had a better idea. So much so that he left from here and I'm coming here to grab my car too. I'm going to take it to the front so he can see how it turned out. And you can see that both cars turned out amazing. But his car has a special effect. Look, come here on the grass because the effect is glitching. So he finally got here, and his car really is amazing. There's this water showing up here underneath. There's also this water cup here in the front, and there's literally a pool on top. But guys, our cars turned out really ugly. So we have to improve this and make a real car. That is the best car of all. And this time the theme will be toxic. Literally, the theme this time will be nuclear plant. We're going to have to make the car completely green, and I want to see if you're going to beat me. So now we're arriving here in the front at the nuclear plant, and I'm going to let him go first, especially because I don't want to get arrested in Brookhaven. So much so that I'm going to let him speed up a lot. He's really speeding up a lot, but the police officer didn't arrest him. You can see that he passed up there in the front, and the police officer didn't arrest him, even though he was speeding a lot. But he's looking over here, so I'm going really slowly. Actually, he's aiming this item. Wait, what did I do this time? Man, I was driving really slowly. He said, you ran a red light. Oh my god, I hadn't noticed that, but I really ran a red light. And this is worse than it looks. I'm literally being arrested just because I ran a red light. So much so that he also passed here. Man, you ran a red light. Seriously, what you did was really weird. I'm being taken inside here, but I don't deserve to be arrested. This is really the saddest thing that's ever happened to me. I won't be able to test the secrets I wanted to test, and also different cars I was going to test. All this because of him. He said, come! Wait, am I about to be released? I knew this police officer wasn't a bad person. Actually, he's here to help me. I just don't understand why I'm still handcuffed, and I also don't understand why he's aiming this item in my direction. But there's a bus coming here. Wait, what's going on? Look, I can't go to jail. You can't arrest me in the maximum security prison just because I ran a red light. Okay, I'm going to enter here. So I'm being taken inside, and he's waiting for me to go in here. But I'm not going in. Actually, I'm running away. Guys, I'm escaping here in the front, and you can see that the police officer is really far away. I'm really going to manage to escape from him and test all the cars I want to test today. So much so that I'm climbing up here, and luckily he went went straight ahead and didn't notice that I'm here. Seriously, this is really good. He's literally coming here in the front, and I don't know how I'm going to remove these handcuffs. But I'm going back home, and my friend is right here, and he has to help me now because I'm handcuffed. So he got here, and he grabbed this toxic barrel. I don't know what he's going to do, but he's putting this liquid here, and it literally removed the handcuffs. This toxic thing melted the handcuffs, and that was impressive. But now let's test the cars modified with the nuclear plant theme. And he's taking his car here to the front, so he'll have to choose a new car. And the new car I'm going to choose will be exactly this car. I want to make it amazing. So much so that my friend picked the Cybertruck, and that's pretty interesting. Now follow me, because we have to go far away, so the police officers don't follow me and don't arrest me. I really have to hide from them. So let's do that right here. This is a great place to modify the car, because no one comes here. Seriously, this place is very isolated. I'm going to place my car right in this part, and now our battle is going to begin. I want to see which one of us is going to win. So now I'm placing this wall right here, so he can't see what I'm going to do. And I'm going to start modifying this car of mine. First, I'm going to make this green. Okay, I left the car like this, and it's really beautiful. You can see that it's lowered, and it also has a lot of green lights and green color. Now on the right, I'm going to grab this toxic barrel and place it right here. I'm going to place several toxic barrels, so this looks really cool. Now here there are several toxic barrels, which I placed in a totally random way. On the right, I'm going to grab this item and place it here. But this didn't look as cool as it seems. I can place this item back here. But guys, this doesn't work very well. There's also this other item that doesn't look very cool. Actually, this turned out pretty interesting. It's like a lever that I can turn on and off. Seriously, this is really cool. And I'm going to try to use all these toxic items on the right. I just placed this alarm up here, and my car is starting to look really beautiful. On the right, I'm going to grab this green liquid, and now I'm going to place it right in this part. That actually turned out really cool. I'm even going to place it on the other side too, and my car is starting to look really beautiful, and it's starting to look like a toxic car. But I had an idea. To beat my friend in Brookhaven, I'm not going to make just one car. Actually, I'm going to modify 2 cars, and that way I'm sure I'm going to beat him. But this friend of mine is up here. I really don't know what he's doing here, so I want you to tell me if my car looks better than his. And it looks like he disagreed. He said his car is really good. Wait, that can't be true. I'm making 2 cars, and even so you think his car is better? So much so that he agreed and went back there. He's going there to see my friend's car, but I'm going to improve my car so it's way better than my friend's car. So I'm going to change the color of this car to green, and I'm going to start improving this car to make it really beautiful. First, I'm going to start pressing this button because there are several different themes I can pick. I'm going to pick exactly this theme because it looks really good and really clean. Now that the car is starting to look really beautiful, I had a genius idea. I'm coming back here. I'm going to open this door, and I'm going to place one of these items inside. Okay, I placed this thing up here, and it's starting to look really cool. I can grab this item and place it inside. But guys, it's really hard. So I'm just going to place toxic barrels, and that's all I can put in here. Now I can place this item here, or even this valve. I made it red like this, and every time I turn this valve, it's like I'm messing with that giant generator up there. My car is really cool. I can also grab this item on the right, and I literally placed it back here, but it didn't look very cool. So I put the toxic barrel back here. So much so that I just grabbed this toxic barrel, and I'm going to spill this green liquid right here. But that didn't change much. Actually, nothing really happened. But the best part is that my car really works. So now I have to make it even more beautiful again. But he came back there. And what are you doing here? So much so that he's laughing. Guys, it looks like he's laughing at my car because my friend's car is way better than mine. Look, that can't be true. I'm sure my car is way better than his. He said, you have to see his car. It's amazing. But first I have to finish my car, then see his car. Actually, I'm starting to get annoyed by this because he's speaking badly about my car. I'm really trying hard to make my car. But now he just went back there. He really came back in the weirdest way ever, and I don't know why he did that. But I'm going to keep modifying my car. I'm going to place this green liquid right here to be the car's headlight. This headlight I'm making is really starting to look cool. Okay, this turned out perfect. And I'm just going to make a few changes to make it look better. And literally the headlight of my car is green. Seriously, this car of mine is definitely really good, and I'm sure it's more beautiful than my friend's car. But there's a problem. The police officer is coming here to the front, and he literally just saw me. Look, this isn't very good. It looks like I'm getting arrested, and this is the worst thing that could happen. I'm being arrested at the worst possible moment because I still haven't seen my friend's car, and I also couldn't show him how my car turned out. I'm literally being taken to the maximum security prison unfairly, and I don't even remember what I did. It looks like the 2 of them are arguing here, but he brought me here, and they both saw it. Actually, he's laughing at me. This is really unfair. So much so that all the police officers are here arresting me. Look, they didn't need that many officers to arrest just one criminal. They're just exaggerating too much. But I got to the maximum security prison, and now I'm locked up here. There are 3 police officers in the prison. I'm coming here to the front, and unfortunately this police officer is following me. Okay, wherever I go I'm going to be followed by this officer. I just wanted to test the different Brookhaven cars, and now I'm locked up with this player. He said, you must have committed a really big crime to have so many police officers after you. Look, I ran a red light and also sped the car a lot. He said I robbed the bank 278 times in a row. Wait, seriously? Guys, I'm locked up with really evil criminals. Meanwhile, my crime was simply running a red light. So you have to let me out of here now. He said, I almost got fired because I let you escape. Now you're never going to escape again. Okay, that's what you think. So I'm coming here to the gym, and once again he's following me here. Wherever I go, he's coming after me. Seriously, this is so unfair. I just want to train, and to make him mad, I'm going to train all day. And now even that criminal showed up here, and he's also training. Look, you're going to get bored and finally leave here one day. Guys, now it's already nighttime. My cars are still here, and they're really beautiful. And this friend of mine just got here, but he doesn't know what happened, and simply went back there. They don't even know I disappeared from here, but I'm still training here, and that police officer got tired. So much so that he's sitting here. This officer is also guarding the door, and this officer is watching the cameras. Look, I have a way to escape from here, but for us to escape, we have to be really fast. You have to grab the bed and place it here on the window to simply escape in record time. And for that, on the right, I'm going to grab this bed, so place the bed right now. Okay, I'm going to go through the wall, and I got out of here, and he escaped from here too. We're literally escaping, and everything worked out. We both managed to escape from here, so we have to run through this tunnel, but this police officer just saw it, and now he's arriving here running. So much so that he went through the wall, and he's coming here to arrest us. Look, we have little time to get out of here, and also very few ways to get out of here, especially because we're walking. We really need help. In fact, there's a car arriving right here, and he needs to help us. And he almost ran me over. Look, I don't know what that happened, but I'm going to get in here, and he literally saved me. But you have to help this player too. So much so that he got right here. Now a seat shows up here on top, and he got in here. Perfect. Now we're finally going to manage to escape from here. And you can see that finally the police officers were arriving here, but they don't know where I went. He thinks I'm actually in this part, but that's totally a lie. But the thief left from here, and he's going there to do his job. So now I'm finally back here, and I'm going to be able to modify my car. And I also want to see if the cars I made are better than my friend's car. There's no way he made a better car. Seriously, that's impossible. But now I want to see how his car turned out, and I think it's time to remove the walls. So much so that he finally showed up there, and it looks like he finished his car. Okay, I'm going to remove these walls, and now you can see that his car is literally the worst car ever. Man, your car is horrible. I don't know how my friend thought that was good looking, and now he's just laughing about it. And what is this thing you made? You spent all that time making this horrible car. He said, I was working at the nuclear plant. Okay, that explains a lot. But this car of yours actually turned out kind of interesting. So I actually want you to show me what this car looks like. So much so that he came right here and simply opened the door. Inside there are several barrels of green liquid. And I won't lie, that actually looks pretty cool. Now I'm coming here to present my car. And he said, don't you want to see the Cybertruck? But I think it's kind of obvious that I don't want to see that. Seriously, that car is really ugly. That's the ugliest car I've ever seen. But first, to see my car, you have to follow me. We have to get the nuclear plant suit. So they're all coming here, and you just have to follow me. Okay, I got this suit, and we all got this suit. Now you can follow me, and they're all coming here. These two cars are amazing. They're the best cars I've managed to make. This is the very first car, and it's really cool. So much so that he's coming here to see it, and he's driving it. Guys, the car looks like this, and I don't know why it's glitched. You can even see that the car is invisible, and that was really weird. I don't know how that's happening, but my friend just discovered a bug. Now he just left from here, and I don't know what that happened. They have a totally invisible car. Man, I'm going to drive this car, and I'm going to get out of here. This invisible car is just really weird. So much so that my friend showed up right there, and he's literally following me here. Seriously, this is really bizarre. He has an invisible car, and I'm running away from him because I don't know how he got this totally invisible car. Actually, I want to get in this car. This car turned out so different that I want to get in. So much so that I'm getting in here. But this doesn't work, so he has to get out of the car now. Now he left. But explain to me how you got this. He said, I don't know either. You just discovered a new Brookhaven bug. And look at my car. He still hasn't seen this car. So he's coming here to see how this car turned out, but he went back up there and got that invisible car. This really is impressive. One day I want to figure out how he got an invisible car, because to me this is a mystery. In Brookhaven, you can get powers. You can get super speed, where you get really fast, or you can even become giant. So today, I want to test with you all the secret powers that exist in Brookhaven. And for that, I called my friend who's going to help me. And it looks like he's really happy. He said, I know how to fly. Did you know that? Actually, I didn't know. I want to see what he does to fly. But you can see that he teleported. And I didn't understand what he tried to do. But he started teleporting nonstop. Look, that doesn't mean you can fly. But the powers I'm going to test today are really real. But guys, a giant explosion just happened. And I don't know what's going on here, but we have to hide now. So he's running to my house to protect himself. Man, I don't know what's going on. I only know that a giant explosion happened that destroyed the entire city. Right when I was about to test the ways to get powers in Brookhaven, the city was completely destroyed. And you can see that the scientist is coming out from here. He's probably coming to see what happened. So now we have to follow him. He said, and the powers, aren't you going to test them? Yes, of course I will. But meanwhile, let's see what's going on. And for that I'll have to get my car. And now he has to come here too. Let's follow the scientist to see what's going on. You can see that now he's coming here in the front and several stores are destroyed. This restaurant is completely destroyed. And this is way weirder than it looks. This nuclear explosion destroyed the entire city. But I'm arriving here and finally the fog is gone. So much so that it looks like something happened here in the front. Literally something appeared here on Earth that's really weird. There's something from another planet here. Look, I don't know if we should be here, but I'll take the opportunity and test the first secret power I can get in Brookhaven. And with this power I can start flying. But there are two ways to do that. I can write this code for example. So I'll start flying like this. And you can see that I'm not touching the ground. Literally, I'm flying. But there's another better way to do this. I just wanted to understand what this is. And finally it stopped raining in Brookhaven. And you can see that it's like a meteor. Okay, this is really weird. But my friend got this car and came here in the front. Look, I don't know what you're doing. But there's someone coming out of here. And literally he came out of the meteor. My friend arrived here to pick him up, so he just got in the car. I really don't know who this player is. I only know that my friend ended up going out here in the front. So now it's going to be much better to test the secret powers in Brookhaven that I can get, because literally there's an alien with us. He just arrived at my house, and I want to see who this alien is. But he's wearing this really weird mask. He said, I came from another planet. What do you do here? Look, we're testing several secrets. Secret powers from Brookhaven and much more. If you want, you can test with us. But guys, there's another way to start flying in Brookhaven. And for that I'll have to come here in the back, and now I'll have to go exactly to the trampoline. Okay, I'll keep jumping here, and one of them has to get a car now. Seriously, you just have to get a car. So my friend just got this car, but it didn't work. Actually, it looks like the alien is going to get a car, and I want to see which car he's going to pick. Look, this is really weird. I don't want you to get that car again, but he just got this car, and literally I ended up flying, but it didn't work. Now the alien got here too, and literally he's flying here with me. So much so that my friend just got this car, and literally this player flew far away, and look where he ended up. Guys, this is the best power of all. But today I'm going to test more secret powers that I doubt you've seen before. But first I want to fly again, and he just has to get a car. Perfect, he got this pickup truck, but it didn't work very well. So let's try again. Okay, he got this car, and now I flew really far. Seriously, this is really cool. I just got this car, and now the alien flew away. But now it's my turn. So much so that he got this car, and literally I flew really far. This is really cool. But he got closer. He said, where's the alien? Look, I don't know. You're the one who should be looking for the alien, but it looks like he's running away from here. He got scared of us and decided to run away from here. Man, what you did was so scary that you even scared the alien. So I'm going to test one more secret power from Brookhaven. But now I'm going to test the best way to fly in Brookhaven. But for that I have to climb up here like this. Perfect! I got up here. On the right I'm going to grab this item, and with this item I'll be able to really fly. Now he got here too, and I just have to jump like this, and move like this, and I'll be able to fly really far. I'm going to land on top of the policeman's house, but it didn't work. I'm literally right in front of him. He said, who are you? Look, I'm just someone who got lost, and I accidentally fell into your house. But he just banned me. Okay, that was really weird. He banned me from his house just because I fell into it. But now I'm going to test a way to become invisible in Brookhaven, and my friend has to help me do it. So much so that he jumped down here, and the animation wasn't very synchronized. But I'll teach you how to do it. First, I'll climb up here, and now I'll jump like this. And that's how you jump. On the right, I'll click the shirt, and then I'll click this button. I'll look for this soda can, and as soon as I use this item, my avatar will look like this. Then I'll have to remove the glasses, and also the hair, and I'll have to shrink my Roblox avatar. Now I'm underground, and even my friend ended up getting happy. But I'm arriving at this house, and unfortunately I can't get inside. I really want to get revenge for what the policeman did to me. But my friend just got here, and he started placing a bunch of chairs. I don't know why he's placing so many chairs here, but now he just left, and he's even laughing at the player. Guys, this was the weirdest thing I've ever seen. The policeman even got up here, and it looks like he's changing houses because he wants to remove the items my friend placed. So much so that now I'm unbanned. While he's coming in here, I'm coming in too, and he didn't notice that I'm right behind him. He really doesn't know I'm here behind him, so I'm following him. Literally, he still hasn't seen me, but he's using the computer here. Seriously, I don't know how he hasn't seen me, but now I grab this TNT, and I'm going to place it here in his house. house. Now finally he stood up, and this time he really got scared and ran away from here. Literally, I made him run out of his house, afraid of what's happening. After all, he doesn't know who placed that TNT because I'm invisible. Now I turn my avatar back to normal because I don't want to stay invisible anymore, and I want to test one more secret power I can have in Brookhaven. So I teleported here, and my friend is right here waiting for me in Brookhaven. Finally, he's going to help me test more secrets. The next secret power from Brookhaven is really interesting, but to get this power I need Robux. It's the power where I can use secret animations. It looks like he's not very happy. He said, "What a bad power." And I know this power doesn't seem very good, but I need to test it so I can later try even better powers. Wait, but the alien is right here, and he thinks he's hidden. Now let's go after him, especially because I found out where he is. And once again, he ran away from here. But you're not going to escape. He really thought he was going to escape from here, but I guarantee he's not going to escape, and I want to find out where he came from. So I stopped right here, and he can't pass. You have to tell us what the planet you came from is like. That's all I want to know, and then we'll leave you alone. And I think you came from Mars. He said, I think he's a liar, and not an alien. Yes, that's possible. Maybe he really is a liar, but he took off his mask, and he's really not an alien. You're just a guy pretending to be an alien. He said, it's because I use space technology to hide my true identity. Okay, now he looks like this, and it's better to get out of here. Literally, he's a monster, and he's coming after us. Guys, this player is really bizarre. I thought it was a joke, and he wasn't a real alien, but he really is an alien, and he's coming here, so we have to get out of here now. So much so that I'm jumping up here in the front, and I'm literally escaping from him, but he's still chasing me. He's coming right behind me. Literally, he won't stop chasing me, and I don't know how I'm going to escape from him, so I'm coming here to ask the policeman for help. Look, you have to help us now. There's an alien who's chasing us. Literally, he's arriving here, so much so that even the policeman ended up running away from here, and he got really scared and left. So the scientist has to help us. He's the only person who might believe us. Wait, even my friend ended up leaving. Literally, my friend ran away. He got scared of what's happening, but you can see that the alien is arriving here, and that's terrible. Now even he's scared, and he's coming here in his car. Guys, even the president ended up leaving. He's running away right here in the front. So much so that the scientist also left, and finally we're safe. Now he's taking me to the city, and that's really good. We managed to escape from the alien. He brought me specifically to a house that has a policeman here, but he's holding this item. He said, you're under arrest because you brought an alien to the city. Look, but that wasn't my fault. I don't know if he noticed, but he's coming here. He's arriving right now. So much so that the policeman is aiming the item in the alien's direction, and he teleported right here in the front. I don't know how he managed to teleport, but that's really scary. He said, I'm invincible, and I'm going to destroy the city. Actually, you're not going to do that. Luckily, the next secret power I'm going to test is the admin powers. I'm going to click this gear, and I'll type his name. Perfect. He just got kicked out of the game. Literally, he just got banned, and even the policeman got scared. But for some reason my friend is up here, and I have to go there to pick him up. So I'm flying here, and I'm using the power that lets me fly in Brookhaven to pick him up. I just got here on top, and I want to see what he's doing. But he's looking here. He said, what's the next secret power in Brookhaven? The next secret power is very special, because now the powers I'm going to test will be much better. My hand is going to catch fire, and it's really easy to do that, but I need your help. So much so that he's coming here with me, and now I'm going down here, but it's really slow, so I'm going to start gaining speed. Actually, I just got a car. It's much easier this way. Now I'm arriving here in the front, and I'll have to go exactly to the hospital. Guys, it's really easy to get this hand that catches fire, but you'll need your friend's help, and it's this friend of mine who's going to help me do it. I'll have to enter right into the secret part. I'll have to shrink my avatar, but just a little. Now he has to carry me, and now that I'm being carried, I'll have to press this button. Perfect! I pressed it, so much so that I'm falling here through the ground, and my friend has to carry me back. Now I just got this hand that catches fire, and this is amazing. Literally, my hand is on fire, but unfortunately, I can't teleport anymore. If I try to teleport, this really weird message pops up. It's like I'm a scientific experiment, and I can't break the rules. But to test the next secret power, we have to leave the game, and it looks like he's already left the game. It's impressive that he already left the game to test the secret powers. I'm in this secret version of Brookhaven, which is literally the same as the original game. We have this nuclear plant here, but in this secret version of Brookhaven, I have something totally secret that I doubt you know about. But I have these secret commands, and if I type this code, for example, literally I'm going to fly like this. Seriously, this is amazing. I can fly like this. But he got closer. He said, I want to fly too, but he's going to fly in a very different way. I'm going to type this other secret command, and he's going to fly really far away. Literally, he disappeared. And this command is amazing. So now I want to fly like that too. So much so that I'm flying really far. But now I want to race with you. Okay, he's right in this part, and the race is going to start right now. Perfect, it started, and I'm losing. But what he doesn't know is that I have secret commands, and if I type this command in the chat, I'll get max speed. Now literally Literally, I ended up beating him. Guys, I'm really fast, and I literally passed him. But now he's arriving at the finish line, and finally the race ended. He said, "That's not fair. You have infinite speed." Actually, I think it is fair, especially because now I'm going to give you infinite speed. I'm going to type this command, and now you're the fastest person ever. So much so that he came back here, and literally he got max speed. This is really weird. You can see that he's super fast, and I don't even know where he went. So for that, I'm going to type this command, and I'm seeing what he's doing. You can see that he's doing really weird things. Literally, he's testing his secret powers. So much so that he's coming here in the front, and I wanted to understand what he's trying to do. Now my friend is coming here in the front, and he's completely glitched. Seriously, this is really weird, because now suddenly he started flying like this. Okay, I went back to normal because this is too weird. He's the craziest player, but I had a genius idea. I teleported my friend here, and now he disappeared. Okay, he came back and disappeared again. So much so that he finally came back, and now I had an idea. I'm going to start a battle in Brookhaven, and I want to see if he can win. Now he has this sword, and you have to defeat the players. So much so that I teleported everyone here, and basically they're going to battle. And my friend won, but he ended up losing. I don't know how he lost the battle. I just know that now I'm arriving here, and this player was eliminated. So much so that there's a player flying here, and I don't know how he's flying up here. So now I'm going to hit him. Perfect, he ended up losing, but now I want everyone to have secret powers. So much so that all of them are here, and they have max speed. Now they have to follow me. So they arrived right here, and some players went straight past. This is really weird. But now everyone is trapped in Brookhaven, and this is a really cool secret command I can use, where I can trap everyone. So much so that they all came back here and literally flew away. It's really cool to have secret powers in Brookhaven, because I can do whatever I want. For those who don't know, I literally work here at the nuclear plant. I have one of the most important jobs of all, which is to transport the radioactivity that exists here at the nuclear plant to places that buy it. I don't really know what this green liquid does. I just know that I take it to transport. So now I'm coming here to pick up one more load, and everything here is 100% safe. There are players who take care of the system all day, and apparently the reactor is stable. So I'm loading these toxic barrels because I'll have to take them far away. Okay, I put one here. Now I'm coming here to grab one more, and it looks like this player is going to help me. Look, come here and grab one more barrel and help me put it in the car. Seriously, this is going to be very important, but you can't drop this. Seriously, don't drop this at all, especially because this barrel is totally toxic. So I'm taking it here to the car, and guys, I really have to be very careful. Okay, there are 3 barrels, that's already enough. Now I'll have to take them here to the front, and thank you very much for the help. But now he can go back to doing his job. He checks the radioactivity of the places. This player also does the same thing, and you can see that this is very toxic, and if he gets closer, literally it gets even more toxic. Seriously, you have to be very careful with this. But now I'm driving this, and guys, this one here is my boss, and it looks like he wants to come with me. He said, "Go to the main boat port." Okay, I'll take all this load there, but I needed you to open the gate. So finally he's going to open it, and now I pass through here. Guys, this gate is really weird. The gate of the nuclear plant is the only thing I asked them to change, because it doesn't work properly. And now I'm coming here to the main boat port of the city. It's right here in the front, and it's here where I normally take these things. They're totally radioactive loads, and we have to be very careful transporting this because it really is very toxic. Okay, I'm finally arriving here at the boat. I'm going to park this car right here, and now we'll take this load directly there to the boat. He has to help me. Great, he's helping me. And now we're coming here to the front to take this load to this player. I don't know who this player is, but now we put the load here, and only one is missing, and it's you who's going to get it. So he's going back there. There's only one load left here in the car, and now finally he's coming back here. Seriously, this is very toxic, and you really have to be very careful. Okay, all the loads are here. It looks like now he's going to leave here with these loads. Man, I wonder what they do with these totally toxic loads. But now I came back here to the car, and guys, again I'll have to go back to the base, which is actually a nuclear plant. But seriously, you urgently have to change this car because this isn't a car suitable for transporting totally radioactive things. It has to be a more protected car. He said, which car would be good? Look, it would be really nice to have a protected car, and one that didn't have the load totally exposed. Seriously, it would be really nice a fully protected car. So I'm coming here, and it looks like he wants to drive this. Okay, I'll let you drive. You have to get a better car now. So he just left here, but now I'm coming here to check if everything is normal. But guys, it looks like an explosion happened. Literally, this turbine just broke. Okay, this is really bad. Man, what happened here? This player is really scared. He said, out of nowhere this exploded and only you can fix this. Okay, leave it to me. I'll fix this. I'm the only person who knows how to fix this, especially because I got special training to fix these things. Look, learn how to do this. Maybe you'll need it in the future. It looks like it's slightly radioactive here, but now I'm going to fix this turbine. Guys, you can see that the reactor's unstable, the turbine stopped, and also the generator. Okay, this is much worse than it looks. This problem is really big. And now show me the generator. So he's coming back here, and guys, the generator is totally broken. Man, how did you break this? He said, it broke, and then the turbine broke too. Okay, now that makes more sense. sense. It looks like this player is climbing up here to do his job, and he wants to stay right in this chair taking care of everything. Guys, you can see this is very unstable. Seriously, I have to fix this now, but this time you're the one who's going to do it. Just grab this hammer and now fix it. It's really simple. You just have to get right to the generator and now start fixing it. I'm sure it's going to work. Okay, he managed to fix this. Congratulations, man. Everything worked out. You managed to fix this, and now even he's happy, but he went back to doing his job. They stay working all day. But guys, our means of communication are horrible. He noticed there was a problem, but he couldn't call me. I have to ask the boss to improve this, and it looks like he already got here, and he's waiting for someone to open the gate. Okay, I'm arriving here, and he should give a phone to all of us. We're forbidden to have a phone. So finally he opened the gate, and now he can enter here. This car is much safer. Congratulations on the choice of car, because this really was amazing, but I really want you to give a phone to all of us. This will be very important. And he refused. He said, there are secrets that can't get out of here about the nuclear plant. Okay, I understood that. Guys, it looks like the nuclear plant has secrets that can't get out of here at all, because otherwise evil people can use these secrets to destroy the nuclear plant. This is really terrible. This can never happen. But now it looks like he just left here to do his job. Actually, I'm sure the boss won't do his job. Most likely he's coming here to eat food, which is right here in the front. Guys, this is my favorite room because literally there's a lot of food here. Seriously, I'll grab some food later. This is really amazing. But now I want to test this car. Seriously, this car looks really interesting. So I'm taking it here. I want to see how it is inside. For some reason there's money inside here. And man, I can transport money and also transport totally radioactive loads. Really, there's no problem. But now the garage was closed to prevent anyone from seeing what's happening inside here. Everything is completely closed. But guys, I'm really afraid that one day there will be a natural disaster here that will destroy all this. Seriously, that's really scary. He said, I think the name of this isn't natural disaster. I also think it's not a natural disaster, especially because it's something caused by humans. But I'll keep doing my job, which in this case is to clean all this. He said, I'll help you. I already finished what I had to do. Okay, then follow me because I'll have to carry several barrels. So he's arriving here too. And guys, here we have the radioactive pool. This is really scary. And if I grab this object that measures radiation, you can see that this is very radioactive. This pool is the most dangerous pool of all. You can't enter here at all. If one day you enter here, this will be your end. And I'm being very serious. And he understood that. But man, let's clean all this. We have to grab these toxic barrels and try not to drop them, because if you drop this, I'll have to clean a totally toxic liquid. But man, we have to open this gate. Perfect. It's opening. And now let's put this here in the car. Let me put it first. Okay, I'm opening the door, and I'll put this toxic barrel inside here. And now it's your turn. But guys, he dropped it. Oh my god, you literally spilled the green liquid on the floor. This is awful. You can see a lot of smoke coming out because this is very hot. Luckily, there's a broom here, and now I'll just clean this. It's very easy to clean this, because this broom was specially made to clean toxic things. He said, what happens if I touch this? Look, I don't know because no one has touched this until today, but for sure horrible things happen, so never touch this. Now he put the barrel there. Now let's grab more barrels. So now we're coming here. He's the only person who's helping me with the job. The other players are working. This player is in the other room working, and my boss is literally eating food. Seriously, my boss is really weird. Well, now let's grab this barrel. And man, you almost touched this liquid. Seriously, he's not afraid of anything. He said, I won't help you anymore. This is too dangerous. Man, this isn't dangerous. It's you who's not being careful not to touch these things. You just have to be more careful. But he just left here, and he's climbing up here to do another job at the nuclear plant. And for those who don't know, right in the front we have the cooler, which in this case is up here. And guys, this is essential for the nuclear plant to work. If one day this doesn't work, this will be our end. And for some reason he's climbing up here. It looks like he's looking at everything that's here, but he removed his mask and just put this mask on. What are you doing? He's a really weird player. It even looks like out of nowhere he became a thief because of the mask he's wearing. But now I'm taking this toxic barrel here to the front, and guys, now it's already getting dark. Literally, it's getting night, and many people will start leaving here, especially because their work is already finished. It's night and most will leave here, but I'm one of the few people who stay here even at night. Now this player is going to get his car. I even want to see which car he has. Okay, he just got this car. It looks like this is the car of this player who's leaving here. Perfect. He just left. And guys, this is one of the most dangerous times of all, because literally we can suffer an attack, and it looks like even my boss is arriving here. He said, I'm going to sleep. Only you and the guy who takes care of the main room will stay here. Okay, that's fine. I promise that I'll protect everything so nothing bad happens. The only person who'll stay with me is this player who takes care of absolutely everything. He checks if everything here is normal. Seriously guys, I'm really scared of this because it's very unsafe. But now it looks like even the boss is leaving here. Literally he just went back to his house, and I don't know which house he lives in now. The gate was completely closed, and now the light was turned off, because we work at night, and we also need to be very careful with this. But now I'm coming up here. I'm arriving here to take care of this room together with this player. Hey man, how is it going? But he's staring at me. He said, who's messing with the cooler? Wait, what are you talking about? It looks like someone is messing with the cooling tower. This can cause a giant disaster, because the cooling tower is what keeps everything cold. And if this is destroyed, everything will get hot and it'll explode. I'll check now what's happening. And now 2 valves were deactivated. Okay, this is worse than it looks. He came back here to check this, and guys, I'll grab an item to protect myself against what's happening. We have this item to protect ourselves in case there's an attack. But guys, is everything normal? When this is green, it's because it's normal. But it looks like this player is deactivating everything. I don't know why he's doing this. He's deactivating all the valves. And now he went down here without fear. But you have to stop this now or literally this will be your end. You'll end up in prison forever. He said, and who said I'm afraid of you? And he grabbed this item. Okay, this is awful. His item is much more powerful than mine. So now I dropped this and literally raised my hands, but I'm leaving here behind. And now he's deactivating one more valve. This is awful. What he did will make several systems of the nuclear plant be destroyed, because if the cooling system is broken, other systems will be broken along with it. And why are you doing this? He said, I was paid and I'll do the job. Okay, this is worse than I imagined. The reactor really is unstable, but I'll leave here because I don't want to simply put my life at risk because of all this. Now he arrived right here and he's trying to hit me. Oh my god, I'm running away here, but it's really hard to escape. Okay, I'm crawling. He almost hit me. He really is evil. But now he arrived at the main room. This player noticed that and literally raised his hands. Guys, I'm asking for help now. I'm asking my boss for help. And now finally he's arriving here. He has to help me now. Literally there's an attack at the nuclear plant. So he arrived right here. He said, is what you said serious? Yes, I'm being very serious. There's an attack at the nuclear plant and everything is being destroyed. You can see that one more turbine was destroyed and several things are being destroyed. And we have to save the players who are there now and maybe save the nuclear plant. But now my boss is arriving here. He just opened this secret passage. So I'll go down here too. I'm coming here very carefully and this is a secret access of the nuclear plant. This way I can get in here and only employees know about this secret place. Man, I can go up here and I'll be taken outside the nuclear plant, but I don't want to stay outside the nuclear plant. Actually, I want to go inside. So I'm following my boss because he knows the way. It looks like now finally we're arriving here. I just climbed the stairs, but he's staring at me. He said, save the player who was with you in the nuclear plant. I'll go after the criminal. And he grabbed this item. I hope everything works out. But now I'm going up here too to look for the innocent player. Meanwhile, he just left here and is looking for this player. I don't know where the criminal is. I just know that everything here is in danger. So I'm going up here too. And guys, one more turbine was destroyed. 2 turbines were destroyed. As far as I know, that player is here, but he just disappeared. But here at the generator, you can see that this player finally raised his hands. He said, now it's too late, but you must leave here before everything explodes. But what are you talking about? I'm looking here, and guys, everything is completely red. Only this thing is green. There's no way to save all this anymore. Actually, this is the end of the nuclear plant. I have to save this player urgently, but I don't know where he ended up. Maybe he's eating some food, but he's not eating food. Maybe he's in some room hiding. He's not in the bathroom. I don't know where he can be. So I just got here, and now the light went out. Okay, this is horrible. The nuclear plant is starting to cut the power to try to save energy, but soon this will explode, and we have to get out of here now. This player just ran out of here. He said, run away. Now this will explode. That's true. We have to leave. But first I have to save the player who's still inside here. There's a person who hasn't been found yet, but there's a room right here. Maybe he's inside, and he really is here. Man, are you okay? Finally I found you, and it took me a long time to find you, but now I'm removing his handcuffs. Finally it worked, and now we have to leave here. Okay, I'm leaving here too. Get in the car and let's escape now, because with the car I can get farther, and also a little faster. Okay, we arrived here in the front. I want to watch everything happening. Seriously, I can't believe this is the end of the nuclear plant. We worked here for a long time, so this would work, but now an evil player just destroyed all this. The boss is staring. He said, let's stay farther away. This isn't safe. Okay, they're leaving here. I don't think you're very safe here. And now the destruction started. Everything is completely destroyed. And this is the end of the nuclear plant. You can see that this player is running away, but I don't think you have time to get out of here. Literally, this will explode at any moment. And the criminal managed to leave here. And actually, he's watching what's happening. Guys, I'm going a little farther away. I'm right here. This is a very safe distance, but this player is definitely not safe. Literally, he's recording this. And guys, now this is being completely destroyed. Literally, a giant explosion just happened, and the entire nuclear plant was destroyed. And now the criminal is infected, and he's totally radioactive. Now you have to go to the hospital, and all our work was destroyed. The 2 saw this, and even my boss ended up falling on the ground. Now this player is coming here to work. I don't know if you noticed, but there was a giant explosion, and there's no more work to do. So he arrived here, and he said, so today I don't need to work anymore? Yes, you don't need to work. And he got really happy. But man, everything was destroyed. I don't think you should be very happy right now. Now 2 days have passed. Luckily, this criminal was arrested by this police officer who's really good. And now we're arriving at the nuclear plant, and there are several people here in my car. Now I'm taking the car right here, and we'll start our work again. Initially, it's a smaller team, just to avoid problems. He said, everything will work out. We'll recover everything we lost. Yes, I'm sure it'll work out. We have fewer people on the team to avoid one of us being a traitor. Each one will do their essential work in the nuclear plant. That's how we'll work from today on. And finally, everything is normal. Everything is completely stable. Today I became an administrator of Brookhaven, and if I type this command, I can literally start flying. And today I'm going to test all the secret commands, along with my Roblox friend. But apparently he's watching television, and he has to help me now. So I'm coming to get him. Finally, he's arriving here. But first I want to buy some tacos. This is my favorite food, so I'm stealing here. And it looks like he got really mad at me, so I'm leaving here. And he's really mad. He said, you can't do this, you noob. He really called me a noob. So I'm going to press this gear down here, and I'm literally going to write his name. So much so that now he just just got expelled because he called me a noob. He said, but you stole the food. And I don't think I stole the food. Actually, that food is infinite. You can take it as many times as you want. And he called me a noob for no reason. But guys, before I can fly in Brookhaven, I have to help this criminal. Look, you have to get out of there. But I'm going to help you get out with the power of administrator. And he doesn't know how I'm going to do this. Now I'm carrying him, and finally he's free. You're literally free. So much so that he just ran away from here. But I'm going to write his name, and he just got expelled. You can see that he left the game because he was banned. Even the policeman came out here, and he said, "You knew. What did you do?" Dude, he also spoke badly about me. So unfortunately, he will also be expelled from Brookhaven. I'm going to write his full name, and literally he got expelled from the game. Even this friend of mine hasn't been expelled yet, but I don't know if I should expel him. After all, he's my friend. But I'm arriving here with a car, and I'm going to have to ask him a very important question. So much so that my car fell into the water. Guys, this is the end of my car! And even my friend flew away from here. But I'm coming here to ask a very important question, and if he gets it wrong, he will be expelled. He said, "You can ask any question. I know everything. So I want to see if you can answer this question. I want you to tell me the full name of the city's mayor." So much so that he was even surprised. He said, "Not even you know that." Actually, I do know. If I go to the church, there's this photo that is the photo of the city's mayor, and his name is Mr. Brookhaven. And you unfortunately are going to be expelled. But suddenly I was banned. Literally, I was banned from his house. So I'm going to write his name down here, which is exactly this one. And now he was expelled. In fact, now I'm going to be able to fly in Brookhaven as if I were a real administrator. After all, I am. And now even my friend arrived here, and he said, "How are you going to be able to really fly?" Dude, I'm going to be able to fly and also ban the players because I have a secret version of Brookhaven that only I have access to. And in this version of the game, I'm literally going to ban all the players, and I'm going to use secret commands that I doubt you've ever seen before. And guys, he was so scared that he fell on the ground. He really ended up feeling sick, but he left the game because he wants to test the secret version I made. Okay, I'm in my Roblox game, and even my friend arrived here. He said, "This is normal Brookhaven. I don't see differences." But the big truth is that I can use secret commands. I just didn't understand why there's a player hidden there. He hid again, and I saw him behind this fountain. Later, I want to see who this player is. But I have these secret commands, and if I type this command, literally I'm going to fly like this. Seriously, this is amazing. Now he's also flying here, and he flew away. I'm sure he's very happy, but I want to know who you are. He suddenly arrived in my game. He said, "I want to fly, please." Okay, I'm going to let you fly, and I'm sure he deserves it. But today I'm going to test several other secret commands of Brookhaven that I doubt you've ever seen before. And you can only get this if you're the owner of the game. Now he's flying. Literally, he can fly. You can see that he just flew away, and this player is really weird. But now I arrived here to talk to my friend, and I want to know what he's doing. But he can't get inside there. Look, you can't get inside the nuclear plant because it's closed. But I'm going to use a command that's going to make my friend really mad. I'm going to type this command, and now he just turned into a dog. Guys, he's really weird. Literally, he turned into a dog, and this is the weirdest command of all because he just turned into a dog. But now he's back to normal, and I'm going to use an even better command. I'm going to type this command, and he turned into a ghost. You can see that he's transparent, and now he's acting like a ghost, and he just left here. But I want to watch what that other player is doing. So I'm going to type this command, and I can see what he's doing. You can see that he's jumping here, and he's simply flying into the middle of nowhere. Literally, I don't know what he's doing. Actually, it looks like he's arriving at the other island. For those who don't know, I was the one who made this island, and he's arriving here to see this. I really don't know what this player is doing, but now I turn the camera back to normal, and I arrive to talk to a friend. He's looking at this plane, and I think he has some doubts. Actually, he went back to normal, and he said, "Can you fly with this plane?" I doubt it. Look, actually you can fly, because this is my Roblox game, and in my game you can do whatever you want. I can ban all the players, use secret commands, and if I want I can fly with this plane. So now get inside there. So much so that he arrived here, and he can't sit on the chairs. But this plane is very luxurious. Seriously, this is amazing. So now I'm going to drive the plane. I'm sitting here in the front, and finally I'm flying. You can see that this really works. I'm really flying here in Brookhaven, and I'm arriving here at the other island to see what it's like. Guys, I'm coming spinning like this, but I'm sure I'm going to arrive there successfully. So much so that I'm going to have to land this plane in the middle of nowhere. But I'm starting to lose altitude. I have to land now, otherwise this will be my end. Perfect, I managed to land this. Really, everything worked out. But it looks like this player is jumping here. Hello, how are you? And it looks like he's very happy. He said, "Was it you who made all this?" Yes, it was me. And now you have to choose your house. There are only 4 houses on this island. This house belongs to my friend, and this other house belongs to to the trillionaire. So there's only one house you can take, which is exactly this one. So he's going in there. And from now on, this is his house. He's trying to sleep here. Wait, did he manage to? And this is impressive. But this friend of mine just joined the game, and I have a house just for you. But it looks like he's confused. So just follow me, because I'm arriving here at your house. In fact, I just remembered that he doesn't have these powers. So he's coming here at a very low speed. But I'm going to use exactly this command, and he managed to get here much faster. It turned out that everything worked out here. Now follow me, because I want to show him his new Brookhaven house. So much so that he's following me here, and he's arriving here at the new island. Seriously, this island is perfect, and his house is exactly this one. Wait, this is not his house. Actually, this is his house, and he just arrived here. Literally, this house has your name on it, so this is officially yours. And I'm sure he's very happy about this. But I want to use more secret commands, and I also want to ban all the players. I want to ban 50 players just to see their reaction. In fact, this friend of mine is on this train, so I'm getting inside here, and now if he wants, he can drive this. So much so that he's coming here to the front, and this is what the admin version of Brookhaven looks like. You can do everything you want, and the train is starting to bug. You can see that the train is breaking, and at any moment this is going to be completely destroyed. Dude, he has to stop what he's doing right now. Literally, the train just broke, and the train is arriving at the new Brookhaven Island. Look, I'd better get out of here, otherwise this will be a very big problem. I really don't know where this train is going. From what it looks like, this is going to the end of the map, and this unfortunately is the end of my friend. But he arrived here, and he learned to teleport. He said, what else is there in admin Brookhaven? There are many things that I want to test now, but besides testing secret commands, I also want to test things that are in the game. Now I called everyone here, and they're going to test my game with me. But even this friend of mine ended up leaving the game. I don't know why he left, but you two are going to help me do this. You just have to get in the car. But this player couldn't do it. Look, he couldn't come here. Okay, you're going to have to follow me walking while I'm coming here in the front with the car. Now he's following me here, and he's even running. But now my car couldn't climb here, and I can't believe my car can't climb this mountain. Now I'm drifting here, and I'm going to start accelerating without stopping. Okay, I'm accelerating here in the front, and I'm sure I'm going to be able to climb here this time. Finally, I did it. So he has to follow me. You can see that he's arriving here, and it won't take that long. He's coming here faster than me. But now I'm finally arriving here at the pier. And for those who don't know at this pier, there's basically this boat. My friend got in there, and it looks like he's going to drive this. Okay, I'm getting in here too, and I want to see if he knows how to drive this. He just has to arrive at this yacht. He said, since when do administrators have a yacht? Look, administrators have a yacht, because this is from my Roblox game. So he has to arrive here in the front. Now finally he's coming here, and everything worked out. Guys, this yacht is my favorite part of the game, because this is perfect. It's really amazing. But my friend is arriving here. Now I'm leaving here, and he also came here, but that player stayed on the boat. Literally, he stayed here on the boat. And guys, I don't think he knows how to get out of here. And he also doesn't know how to drive this. This is literally the end of the player. But later I'm going to teleport him here. But first I'm going up here to see everything that's on this yacht. On this yacht, there's really a lot. But what interests me most is up here. Here there's this helicopter that works. And now I'm coming here. I teleported my friend, and you have to get in the helicopter. So much so that he got in there. And I'm coming here too. But I want to see where that player is. I don't know exactly where he is. Actually, it looks like he's right here. And guys, he's going to fall off the map. I'm watching his camera, and he's literally going to fall off the map at any moment. Look, he has to get off the boat now. So much so that he's seeing what's happening, and he's flying. Literally, he's flying. Guys, this player really is an administrator. He managed to fly in the middle of nowhere, and this is really weird. Literally, his boat is flying here, and he managed to do the impossible. But I teleported him here, and now get in the helicopter, because I'm going to drive this myself. I'm really good at flying helicopters, but this helicopter I don't want to turn on. And finally, this is turning on, and it works really well. This helicopter is better than the helicopter we have in Brookhaven because it works better than that helicopter. Now I'm coming here to the front, and actually I'm arriving here at the airport because here at the airport there's something very important that I want to do. I want to fly away with another plane, and I also want to ban the players from Brookhaven. I'm going to call 50 players, and I'm going to ban all of them. So now I'm coming down here, but there's a problem. I don't know how to land this helicopter. I think it's just getting out of it. But my friend ended up leaving here, and everyone ended up leaving, and they're coming here to get this plane. So I got out of this helicopter, and this is completely bugged. Okay, someone has to get this helicopter out of here. And it looks like he arrived there, and he's going to be the player who takes the helicopter out of there. Look, this is really good, because this is disturbing too much. So finally, he's going to fly away. So much so that now he just flew away from here. And it's amazing that this player knows how to drive this helicopter. And I wanted to know where he's going, especially because I have no idea what he's doing. I only know that now I'm coming here to this plane, and I'm going to drive this. But my friend doesn't want to come here. I don't know why he doesn't want to come on the plane. It looks like he doesn't trust me. But now I'm accelerating here in the front, and I'm sure I'm going to be able to fly away with this plane. I'm going to be able to arrive in the other city. Okay, I think I'm going to fly away at any moment. And finally it worked. Now I'm flying with this plane as if it were real life. Guys, I'm going very far, and this is really amazing. I never thought I would be able to fly away like this. But now I have to land the plane right in this part, but it's going to be very difficult. Look, I'm not going to be able to land this plane, and literally I ended up crashing this. Okay, I have to get out of the plane now, but I can't get out. Literally I'm stuck, and the plane simply broke. Guys, this is the end of the plane. It was simply destroyed. Me and my friend are up here, and you can see that there are several players entering here. Several players are coming into my Roblox game, and even hackers. So I'm going to expel all of them from the server. But first I want to make a battle. Now all the players are coming here, and they don't know that they're going to be banned. But first I'm going to grab a sword. Okay, I just grabbed this sword, and I'm going to throw it down here. Perfect. I just threw it here, and this player just grabbed a sword, and he's eliminating all the players. Literally, he's eliminating all the players. And now that all the players are here, I'm going to type exactly this command, and all of them are going to fly away in Roblox. You can see that several players are flying, and this is really very weird. So much so that all of them are coming here, but they don't know where I am. All of them are here in the center, and I don't know what they're doing. So I'm going to type the best command of all. I'm going to type this command, and now all of them have a sword, and they're eliminating all the players. Seriously, this is amazing. You can see that there are several players being eliminated, and this is the biggest battle of all. I want to see who will be the player. You can see that the three are battling, and one of the two will be eliminated, but I don't know which of them will be eliminated. It looks like this player was the winner, and everyone ended up losing. But I'm going to take them to a very distant place. Now all of them will have to follow me in Roblox. I'm going to take them to a very distant place. They're literally going to see the new island that I made. But I'm going to throw this sword back here, and he's eliminating all the players. This really is amazing. Now everyone is arriving here, and here we have the new neighborhood that I made. There are several amazing houses, and now everyone is following me here to see the new island. You can see that everyone is running here in the front to see the new island that I made. Literally, this island is amazing. They're seeing everything that's in the game. Guys, not even I know where they're going. I only know that they're arriving here at this plane. Some players are grabbing the cars that I placed here, and I don't know why all of them are coming here to the plane. Seriously, this is really weird. But now I'm arriving here in the front, and everyone is exactly here. Now they're arriving here at the rocket. Literally, they're going to fly away at any moment. Look, this is going to be amazing, because 50 players are going to fly away at the same time. And you can see that the rocket is preparing to fly away. In fact, there's a hacker right here. And now the rocket just flew away. Literally, this rocket is flying very far. This is the most different thing I've ever seen. But now everyone will be banned from the server. Literally, all of them will be banned, but they still don't know that. In fact, there's a player flying, but I'm going to type exactly this command, and all of them will be banned for just 1 minute. So much so that now all of them were banned, and you can see that everyone is being expelled from here. Little by little, everyone is leaving the game, and all of them ended up being banned. Now everyone ended up disappearing, and only I am here in the game. You can see that on the right a message appeared saying that all of them were banned. And guys, if you want to add me on Roblox, just click the member button, and I'll add you on Roblox.